Welcome to the 12th video in this series of videos that documents our reconnaissance of the Cape Town cycle tour. We're riding up the side of Chapman's Peak and we are overlooking the beautiful beach of Noordhoek. Noordhoek means the northern corner, the northern cove, and it's that beautiful long white beach that you have out to the side. It's very famous for all its horses, stables, horse farms, and just an incredible place to be. This is the bottom of Chapman's Peak. We are going to have two sections where we have to ride up. First it's going to be little chappies, and then we go up main chappies, and over the top of that we go down into what we call Houtbaai, or the wooden bay. I think that's historical for the many logging plantations they had there, and where they built a lot of ships. So this is Chapman's Peak. Chapman's Peak is a busy little place. Lots of cars driving, and you can hear the noise of the cars coming up to the top. But at the same time, it's still a beautiful place. This is the view from Chapman's Peak across Houtbaai. And Chapman's Peak takes its name from John Chapman, who was one of the first Europeans to actually set sail into this bay. And as he set sail into the bay, he commissioned his men to go into the bay to go and get provisions. And so they named the peak after him. That's Chapman's Peak. This bay eventually became called Houtbaai. The rocks here, you can see, are all sand rocks, stratified sediment rocks, very similar to that you find on Table Mountain. You can see all the lines and stratifications in them. This particular drive, Chapman's Peak Drive, was built between 1915 and 1920 during the time of the First World War, the Great War, and apparently it was skill and labor of Italian prisoners of war. It is a busy place, lots of noise from all the vehicles. This is one of the last few sections before the end of the race. When you're doing your race, you're going to go follow the road all the way down along the bay, and then you're going to go through Houtbaai, and you can see that little triangular shaped peak. And there's a road just on the side of that. That is called Suikerbossie Hill. So it's all downhill to the bottom of Suikerbossie, and then once you go up Suikerbossie, and then it's all the way downhill to the finish. This is the penultimate climb of the race. That is the last climb of the race, and then it's straight into the finish line in Greenpoint. Well, so after the race, come back, have a look at all the beautiful scenery. You're not going to have time to enjoy this when you're in the race. In this race, this particular descent can be quite dangerous. It's really fast, and you're just trying to stay upright and trying to avoid all the slower riders and riders that lose concentration and lose focus and go offline. So it's really dangerous. I saw quite a few accidents on this particular section of the road the last time, so really be careful. You get down safely. You just have one more climb, that's Suikerbossie, but that's for another day. Speak to you again soon. Beautiful. Bye. This is beautiful Houtbaai. This is at the foot of Chapman's Peak, which is just about there. You come from Chapman's Peak down the long Chapman's Peak driveway down into the town on that side, and from there you whiz all the way across Suikerbossie to the city center. But if you take a moment and have a break from the race, perhaps after the race, take some time out, and you can come to this amazing beach. This is called Houtbaai Beach, and in late autumn, that's in September, October, you can see whales, lots of whales floating around here, having their baby. Now there's two harbors here that you've got to visit. The first harbor in the Houtbaai area is this Mariner's Wharf. Mariner's Wharf is a largely commercial establishment. Lots of amazing restaurants and seafoods that you can get in this area. It's right attached to the public harbor. We prefer to go to the older section of the harbor, which is at the back. It's more industrial, it's a bit more gritty, but the food's a lot cheaper on that side, and that is at what they call Fish on the Rocks, or the other name for it is or Snookies. Snookies and Fish on the Rocks. They serve amazing fresh fish there as well. So that's what we're going to go and do now. We're going to go across to Snookies. join us in the 14th and final episode of this series of videos that documents our reconnaissance of the Cape Town Cycle Tour route. Until the next time we meet, stay safe.